Hey guys, it's Brett here with Volpe Financial Solutions. We have a fun video for you today. I thought I'd bring in a good friend and a partner, James Loewen from Loewen Group Mortgages, and we talk about mortgage brokers.
That sounds like fun.
It's going to be fun.
two brokers, wow. I gotta ask, like, at the broker side, like, you're a broker too.
I am a broker.
Let me ask you, I know you're supposed to be interviewing me, but why are you a broker? What made you do the move?
That's a big question.
Yeah, I know.
I think the biggest thing that my dad and I went through when we started our own brokerage was we wanted to be able to give our clients more options.
Totally.
And not just more options, but options that actually made sense for them. As in, we came from a career side, which we had one option, one product, and we had to almost make it fit.
Yeah.
Which over time, you just don't feel good doing that.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know, it's probably the same as you. I know you started at Big Bank.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah.
I'm not gonna mention, it's the exact same reasoning though, man. Like it's hard and people don't think of this often when you're sitting across from someone. If they only have one solution, which one are they gonna pick? You only got one, right?
Yeah.
So like, well, here you go. And the biggest thing I don't think people think about is like, who does that person work for? Who pays their checks, right? It's the bank. So is it their, your best interest they're trying to look after, or is it the bank's profitability? Because honestly, that's where my bonus was based on. So it's not really like you're representing me. It's kind of really, it seems like that, but it's not. So just the lack of being able to say yes, right? By having way more options and actually saying like, this is the right one for you over here, or over there. And I couldn't say that at the bank. I would have got my ass fired.
Yeah, I think a point on that, which is really good too, is you just said you got a bonus based on productivity for one product.
Yeah.
As a broker, what I think is really good for clients to understand is we don't get paid unless we do the right thing.
Totally.
And we want to have that client forever because it's like, long story short, we make more money the longer we have that client. So if we're making that client happy, then they're going to be with us forever, and we're going to do a great job for each other. Yeah, so I think that's a really big point compared to if you don't hit this sales quota, you're not making your Christmas bonus.
Right. Yeah.
Which I think is really, really tailors you towards one thing.
Not only do we only have that, the one option there, we almost only had, that one insurance that we could also add on top. And it was always, kind of the financial plan bringing that. When I became a mortgage broker, it was really cool that you randomly just Google and emailed me. So
yeah,
it was perfect timing because I, as a mortgage broker, only have one solution on the insurance side.
Yeah.
And that didn't fit, right? I've got all these lenders, all these banks, all these options, and then I got one insurance, right? So it was awesome for me because, I want my clients to be educated and have options. So, yes, we've got the option on the mortgage insurance, and Google that, and you'll probably see a bunch of sad images, but this is why, I get paid like 40 cents on it, but every client goes over to you. And I think, you've educated me on some really big differences, between the two and all my clients too. So, that's something I think people should know about.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You're making me blush, actually.
Oh, shucks.
But I honestly think, like, just the way you said it is perfect, because when there's only one thing out there, when it's, say, RBC, TD, Scotia, it doesn't matter who it is, they're going to have the one product called mortgage insurance that they're going to give out to the client. And they're going to say, you should get this, or honestly, on some cases, they've said it's mandatory, which it's not mandatory. And when you've sent them over to me, it's great because we're actually able to look at what's a better solution. Do you have to pay this much? And can you get more for the value of that dollar? And it's worked out really well for you and I think. And that's why our clients have been so happy with us.
I think the really cool thing too is a lot of people would say to me, just education, but I've already got a life insurance policy. My parents said that when I was younger. And I think there's this misnomer that people believe you can only have just one policy and that's it. And once you've got that one, you've used up all your policies you can get, right? So that was something really cool you taught me, is that you can have different varying terms and policies in place. You're not just stuck with one on that side. And the other thing you showed me is that you can actually get some of these coverages through, some of these banks or other different providers at or lower cost.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing for us too. So people are like, well, how much do you charge, James, to do all this? And I'm like, well, nothing. And they're like, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, you can
we work for free until it's done.
It's just so knowing, I think there's that misnomer that you have to pay. We get paid directly from the banks. You get paid on that side. So it's I think a key thing that people need to realize is that all we do is this one expertise, right?
Yeah.
It's like a brain surgeon, that's all we do. So we're pretty dang good at it, and you don't have to pay for it. So
Yeah, like that's pretty good.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an analogy that you taught me at the very beginning that I want you to share, where
Oh God.
yeah, between a general practitioner or your family doctor,
Yeah.
and do you want them performing surgery on you?
No. Yes. I mean, that's when I was at the bank, where I had to do bank accounts, credit cards, overdraft, RSPs, TFSAs, mortgages, insurance. Like, I'm not even done yet.
Stress me
right?
out.
It's a lot to know, and you're supposed to be like a jack of all these trades, and you can't be a master really of any of them. So it's kind of like, just like you said, going to your general practitioner and be like, oh, I need to go, to urologist, to whatever specialist. I don't know why that one came in first.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I want to go in front and work with someone that's their specialist, that's all they're doing, and they're the damn best hopefully in the industry, because
Yeah, and I think just to that point, I think it's so important to actually specialize in something. So as an example, I know you're the same at Loewen Group. As an example, at Volpe Financial, we have a group benefits specialist who's Riaz. We have an estate planning specialist, which is Mike. We have a living benefits specialist, which is Gavin, and then we have a wealth specialist, which is me. So we all can do everything, but we really specialize in one thing, which has really brought our company together, and it's really made a good thing for the clients.